Well,
Hey!
Well, we just started and the wheels have already come off.
I'm muted.
That's
you.
What's up?
That's
welcome
you, not
to
me.
another Sunday night here with How We Cruise. This might be either the shortest or the longest live stream ever. If you're new here,
oh boy,
please just ignore the first couple of minutes. But I'm Brian. This is Julie. We are here How We Cruise. We do this every Sunday night. And this is, as Shane was saying earlier, this is the series that never ends. We're just going to keep going on and on about cruise planning. So, yes, we do read the chat before everything starts up. As long as the kids are all tucked in, which they currently are mostly.
They're still young now. Yeah.
So, but we do have some more cruise planning tips for you tonight, and we want to hear what you're planning on. We want to know what's going on with you guys. So, last week,
I'm laughing because
Julie annoyed me by leaning over me for like most of the vlog. And
this is leaning over him. Yes. I like to lean on his chair because I feel like I need to be more in, I don't know, I want to be close to you. I love you. I want to be close to you. So right before we went live, he's like, "Can you like move over and not do this all night?"
All right. Mary Ellen's researching.
So anyway,
all right. Well, hey, welcome everybody in. It's Sunday night. It's chaos as usual. We have a very, very busy week this week. This week starts with games, with practices for the kids, and it ends with. I'm going to give you the heads up right now. No live stream next week.
Oh, you're right.
Yep. Because we will not be here next week. Next week, we will be probably somewhere between Chicago and here.
That's right.
Yep. Next week, we are taking Brian out to Chicago for his history challenge. Championship.
National History Challenge. Challenge.
National History Challenge.
History Challenge.
So we will.
We're very proud of him. It's going to be a fun trip. We're going to drive out there, and that'll be fun. But it is also Memorial Day weekend, so we hope you all have a really good holiday weekend. We hope that everybody is relaxing and honoring our military and our veterans, and it's Memorial Day.
So who's sailing next week? That's what we want to know. We have some people sailing next week. We have some people sailing soon.
We do? Yeah.
We're sailing soon. We're sailing in 57 days. We leave in July to head out on the Utopia of the Seas. We'll be on there for the preview event and then for the inaugural sailing. So we will be sailing in less than 2 months. So let us know down in the chat. Let us know when you're going to be sailing. Let's say hello to some people, and then we have a lot of travel tips.
While you say hello to people,
what do you
have? I'm gonna open our little.
So that's the other thing that happened this week. So this week, and I know a lot of you saw our posts on the socials, and thank you guys for commenting and all the well wishes. But Julie and I have been married now for 14 years. Last week.
14 years.
14 years.
Yep.
So
happy anniversary. And so every anniversary, this is funny because every anniversary we light our candle. Mom, thank you. Because I think, Mom got us our candle that we light every year that burns another year down. And we always light it. We have not missed a year with that yet. But also every year we usually toast with our toasting flutes from our wedding. And this year, I don't know why I completely and totally forgot. Like we didn't do that. Totally escaped me. And like 2 days later, I was like, we didn't toast. So I said, let's do it on live. So you say hello to everybody. I will pour our chicken.
So everyone go pour a drink. We're all going to toast together. That's what we're going to do. We're all going to toast.
I'm glad
together.
My mismatching hands.
There we go. So Kyle's first in the chat. Hi, Kyle. How are you? Sean's here cheering for the wrong team. I hate to say it, Sean, but you're going to have a short series next week. I apologize. Little Let's Go Rangers in the house from this New York team up here. Perhaps you spent a little too long in the Deep South. Mary Ellen is here. Hello, Mary Ellen. Nice to see you. Shayna and Mark are here getting ready to tour Canada very soon. Nice to see you guys as always. Thank you for coming in.
Very soon.
Kathy Curry's here. Hi, Kathy. Nice to see you. Always coming in. Mom's in the house. Also, Mom, let's see how many cruises Mom can book during this live stream. The record is 4. We're going to see if we can beat that. We're going to see if Mom can book 4 cruises during the live stream. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Champagne is popped. Whoever's got a glass, we'll pour you some. Let's see. Everybody's saying hello to each other. Kevin Brubaker in the house. Nice to see you. Just finished the dishes and now officially a Six Flags widow for the summer. Sorry to hear that. Let's see. I see Marty and Shug's in the house. Mike's here. Hello. Nice to see you. Let's see. There's Marty and there's Shug. Just got off the Celebrity Reflection. I tell you, there's some good celebrity sailings out there right now. There are some good deals on celebrities. So if you're interested in a celebrity cruise, don't forget to reach out to us. Sean is heading to the least likely place that I thought I would see him, and that's Disney. But he's going to Epcot to drink around the world with Weevil. So that makes a little bit more sense at least. Shayna's got her 22 days till Liberty. Let's see. Mary Ellen is back on the Celebration in 41 days.
Such a great ship.
Matt's got 26 days until Symphony. And I tell you, Matt, we've got friends on Symphony right now. And I tell you, getting a little bit of FOMO. Symphony is up in Bayonne for the summer. It's doing that same itinerary that we did on Oasis. But Symphony is just like that little bit newer than Oasis.
Well, not a little bit, a lot of it. And there's a lot of people we know on there.
Mike will be cruising on his pontoon this weekend, and he wants to know if that counts. And I say, Mike, as long as you got a drink package, yes, it counts. Let's see. Mary Ellen says it is time to toast tonight. So if you've got your glasses, again, we're celebrating 14 years of wedded bliss. So if you've got your glasses, we will toast momentarily. Alice is here. Thank you for joining us just in time. Sugar is here. Hello. How are you? Let's see. Kevin says if you don't want to do the toast in person, make sure to book the November 3rd cruise on Freedom of the Seas. We will do a toast to all of you on the ship, and it will be epic. Yes, Kevin. So part of what Julie was doing. So we were split up today. I had to run Kevin to a birthday party and do some work on the pool and do some stuff like that. Julie was hardcore planning for November, and right now we've got the hotel posted. We've got the meet and greet for the pre-cruise meet and greet at the hotel pretty much set up.
I am working on
no promises, but there is a rumor of drink vouchers. Just saying.
I'm working on our logo, our decor, maybe a little something here and there. And we, anybody who wants a shirt, we need to have our shirts ready.
Who loves group t-shirts?
We have a lot going on. We have a lot that we're getting ready for. So,
all right. So,
and we have to prepare for. I'm listening to the kids upstairs. Well, the fun things and the fun events that we have going on other than the meet and greets. Once we get on the ship, what are we going to do on the ship? So lots of stuff that we have going on.
Well, it's kind of part of tonight too. So we will start with, Mary Ellen says the Prosecco isn't cold, so she's going to go with the Guinness. Shayna says, salute and shalante. Many more love-filled years for the two of you. So thank you, Shayna.
And with that, cheers.
Cheers.
I love you.
I love you too.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Well, that's good. I like that. This is a new one.
Bourbon now?
Yeah, if you don't finish that, I'll finish it.
All right.
No, it's really good. And thank you. Cheers to all of you guys. Thank you for being here with us because you know what? I mean, who would have thought? Who would have thunk it? 14, 15, 16 years ago that we'd be here. So,
I mean,
you know,
other than the open bar, really, things changed. Wait, I did that backwards. Oh, whatever.
Anyway.
All right, so tonight we wanted to talk about
one of the things,
more of our planning stuff, right?
Yep. Well, planning a cruise and what do you do? And I think that the right way to go is how do you research? Because that's the number we talked about that in the last couple, but we haven't really addressed it. Like, how do you research? We research through YouTube. And if you're here in our chat tonight, we know that you research through YouTube too, probably, because you're here on YouTube right now. We use a lot of videos. It's been a while since we posted one because we had some, for a number of reasons, but we just posted our pool crawl on Icon of the Seas. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. We went through and we checked out.
Should we give them a little taste?
In a second, but we went through and we checked out each one of the pools, minus the Sweets pool. It was me and Brian and the 3 kids.
They wouldn't let us up there. Don't they know who we are? I mean, really?
We didn't even ask, to be fair. We should have, and we didn't.
They probably would have.
They probably would have. But yeah, no. Not with the kids though. I don't think so. But anyway, we checked out 6 of the 7 pools on Icon, and that's how we spent our entire day when we were at airport, and it was so much fun. But and that's part of what we were looking at when we started filming. We were doing our normal vlog, and I said, we were talking about it, and we said, well, this pool isn't really working for us, so let's start touring the ship. Let's start looking at what pools are here, and it turned into a whole pool crawl. And we started talking about, like, well, what kind of videos do we watch? Do you watch ship tours? Do you watch room tours? So let us know what kind of videos you like to watch the most and how you research for your cruise as far as what you want to see. And I'll take it one step further. Like, what's the first thing you watch? Like, okay, you're excited. You're either going to book or just booked a cruise. So there's a little bit of a difference, because if you're searching because you want to book versus now let's talk about you just booked it. You're actually booked. What's the first thing that you really want to see? Do you want to see the ship tour? Do you want to see a cabin tour of the category room that you booked? Do you want to see, I don't know, the deck plans? Like we did a pool crawl. Like, do you want to see the pool area? Do you want to see, are you researching the shows? What do you research? And, or have you not done that? Do you like to be surprised? Do you like to say, hey, listen, I booked a cruise, I booked a vacation, and I'll just stick to the Facebook group, or I'll just stick to being surprised when I get there?
Z says, hello, Z, how are you? Z says, first thing he watches is the ship tour. I tell you, ship tour is a great thing. There's times that I'll even look at the ship tour before we book the cruise, because I'm starting to look for some of the, is this the right ship for us, for kids? I'm less worried about that when it's just Julie and I traveling, but when we travel with the kids, I always try to make sure, is this a ship? Is this a place? And there's been ships that we looked at that we're like, not really sure.
I like that comment right there.
The pH level.
No. Oh. Mom said, I watch All First, which is complete ship tour. So the first thing she watches is the complete ship tour, but it has to be under half an hour.
I tell you, there are some fantastic ship tours that I just can't stay awake through.
Or if it's an hour or more, if it's pushing 40 minutes, it's hard. Like I'm walking away. My intention is not there the whole time. What do you guys think? If you mention in the chat, do you click on a video based on the length of it? Do you click on a video because of who it is? Because if it's too long for me, but it's somebody that I like, I'll still click on it, but I'll fast forward through it. If it's somebody I don't know, I won't even click on it. I'm just like, no, I can't bother. So, I think time is important to everybody.
We try to keep our tours and our videos to a reasonable length. We're parents with kids, and we know that you try to watch that video and then somebody stole somebody's toy or hit somebody or You're killing me.
Sorry.
But we try to keep them in that reasonable sweet spot. So that's so let's see. Sean says thumbnail in mind. Somebody's been watching a little Think Media, I think. That's what I think. Mom says I click on time. Mom, we need to introduce you to TikTok then, I think. That might work out a little better for you. Shayna says, I like to probably tour my specific cabin. If I didn't check already, we usually already done the ship tour. So,
I always look for my specific cabin. So if you're a creator out there and you're posting content, put your cabin number in there, because I will tell you this, every single time I have one specific cabin, or I'm looking for a specific cabin, or I'm looking for a specific cabin for a client, I will search to see if anybody has a video out there of that exact specific cabin. Every time. And sometimes I find it, and sometimes I don't. And if I don't, that's okay. But I always try to put in the search or the title somewhere if we do have anything with our specific cabin, because I think people really want to see that exact cabin if they can.
You're on a ship for such a short period of time, and you spend a lot of money on your cruise vacation. So you want to make sure that the places that you're going to spend your time and your money are worth it. So, that's part of why we did the pool tour.
Yeah.
On Icon, because we said, you know what, like when we go on, I hate to call it a regular, but like a standard, you got your pool deck and there's like one, maybe two pools. Where you're gonna find us on a sea day. Like that's what we do.
We're gonna be on the deck.
That's how we cruise. Our kids like
unless it's rainy or crappy or whatever, then we'll find something else to do.
And even then, if I recall the Carnival Magic, which one day you're gonna get to see that vlog of us sitting on the pool deck in the pouring rain, because you know what? I'm on vacation and you are not going to stop me from enjoying my pool.
Well, listen, I don't mind the rain on a deck on a cruise ship. I really don't. If it's warm and it's going to pass quickly, I'm going to be wet in the pool anyway. Why not be wet in my chair? And it's going to dry. Like, it's kind of funny how everybody's like, oh, I scatter and whatever. Like, if it's going to be really quick, if it's going to be like for the next hour, I probably don't want to sit in the rain for an hour.
I think, we were sitting there on by the pool on the Magic, and eventually the guy came over and closed the pool, and I felt bad for that poor guy. He was sitting there trying to push the water back into the pool, and he was just fighting a losing battle. And that was. But anyway, we looked at our last video of Icon, and we said, you know what? The first day, Julie's like, I want to go to Cloud 17 pool. I'm like, I don't know if that's the right place for us. She's like, no, I want to go there. We got up there, and it didn't really work for us that day. It didn't fit.
I was there first.
I know you.
So I was up there before you guys, and then you were getting the kids together, and then they wanted to go eat breakfast. You guys came up and met me. You go, we're going to eat breakfast. You did, and I stayed up there. And Cloud 17, if you haven't watched the vlog, please go watch the vlog, and you'll see it's the very first pool we start at. Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed that setting. I like the atmosphere, but that was designed to be the adult only area. And then they changed their mind and they changed it to the hideaway at the back of the deck. And that was on one of the pre-cruises before they started the cruises, the actual cruising. So it was the shakedown cruises, the pre-cruises, the whatever, while they're getting everything ready. They decided that they were going to switch it. So it's very hard to get to. You can't get to Cloud 17 unless you actually go inside, up the stairs and out, or go all the way out through the.
It's like when people ask for directions by our house. It's like you can't get there from here.
Yeah, it's not easy to pass through there, which makes sense if it was going to be the adults only. It's also near the suite area. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a very quiet corner. It's got a pool bar right there, super close. Chairs and cabanas that are not reservable cabanas. They're free cabanas, first come, first serve, that are beautiful. And it's a beautiful, long, almost like a lap pool, but it's infinity on the edge of the ship. It's gorgeous.
It's great. Like if you wanted to like jog in the pool or something like that.
Stop. You won't let me put it in a video, but yet you like you.
No, I'll say it. I'll say it right now. That pool was great until some lady pooped in it. And it wasn't a kid.
You wouldn't let me put that in the vlog, but you'll.
Well, we're amongst friends now.
Okay.
So
all right.
But yeah.
They did shut down the pool that day for 3 hours because they had to drain it, clean it, and then refill it. And I will tell you this: it was not a child. So,
if you watch the vlog, you might get to see. Stuff.
That was more than a hit count. That was an actual hit count.
No, listen. You shut down a pool on an inaugural, biggest ship in the world. You know you.
And it wasn't, well, whatever.
But that wasn't our favorite. But anyway, so research, right?
Anyway.
So the train's coming back into the station. Let's see, we have a couple more people coming to the house. Jamie from Sharon and C is here. Hello, sir. How are you? And we are going to see you again, just because we haven't talked about this one yet, and it's our Beyond Our Anniversary week. So, if you want to see both How We Cruise and Sharon at Sea on the same cruise, you can join us on July 12th of 2025, going out of Miami down to Nassau, Half Moon Cay, and Grand Turk. And dare I say, Jamie, I'm going to steal it. It'll be off the chisel. So if you haven't booked that yet, reach out to us. Reach out to Sharon. You can call Jamie too, but he's probably
riding around in his new ride.
His sweet ride. Did he get a low rider?
I don't know. I don't know what he got. I didn't see a picture yet.
Pictures sure it didn't happen, right? That's the way it worked. John, was it a baby Ruth? No. It was like a monster.
I didn't see it.
Oh, you didn't see it?
No.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
It was.
Yeah.
And it was.
This show has reached a new low.
It was. Whatever. Anyway.
Like, so it wasn't like little?
Shayna says, why do so many ships design the adult area to be so quiet? Sometimes adults want quiet, but they want a party too. Well, Shayna. So that's what they did on Icon, is they changed the quiet area to a everybody pool. And they took the really fun pool at the back of the ship and they said, nope, no kids back there. And they put a little observation deck right by the flow rider, so that way the kids could see mom and dad having a good time and waving.
You can see it.
Kind of fun. Kev says, my favorite place is on deck 11 next to the Lime and Coconut by the casitas on Freedom of the Seas on November 3rd. Join us. Kevin, I love you.
Yes, Mom, it was poop.
Yes, it was definitely. Let's see. Oh, Sharon says Jamie posted a picture. Oh,
I didn't see it. Well, okay, we've been busy.
We've been busy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, what else you got for your research? So don't you hate awkward silence?
I'm wondering where you're going.
No,
I didn't know what you were going to ask. I was reading comments and then you said so, and I was like, what?
Well, no, so we're talking about the research. So, right, so you want to research your ship. We're talking about ship tours. We're talking about cabin tours. We're talking about we're going to take credit for the pool crawl.
Sure. But so you booked your cruise. Mm-hmm. You know your itinerary and you know your ship. I agree. I think that a lot of times, like you've kind of already seen the ship tours, but I will go back and watch more ship tours for certain after I booked my cruise to see exactly because now I have it booked, so I want to see maybe where my cabin is or where I want to go. I'm looking at that ship tour with a different focus, right? But the other thing I'm going to look for is the first thing I go to, I definitely go to YouTube, guys. I come here. It's the first place I go to. Even before the Facebook groups, before anything else, I want to see what other people's experiences are. I'm going to research the ports that we're going to be at. So I want to see if it's a port I've been to, is it a port I haven't been to? If it's a port I've been to, I'm going to look for videos that show things that I haven't done in that port already. So that way maybe we could experience something else.
So, Julie, what do you search for? What are some of the words you use when you search?
Well, I'm going to use the words of the, well, it depends. Like I just said, if I'm searching for a port, right? Nassau, for example, it's a super easy one.
Nassau's a great. We use Nassau as an example a lot because a lot of people don't love Nassau,
but it's also a super popular port, and I think that it's coming around. So, let's just say Nassau, right? The first thing that I'm going to search for is I'm going to type in Nassau. I'm going to see what comes up. I'm going to type in something like Nassau cruise, or I'm going to say Nassau cruise port, or I'm going to type in, I don't know,
what to do in Nassau.
What to do in Nassau? How about Oasis of the Seas, Nassau? How about Carnival Celebration, Nassau? How about Norwegian Breakaway, Nassau? I'm going to type in the keywords that I want to know. But now what do I want to do? So how about Nassau Snorkel? Nassau Beach? Top 5 things to do or how about things to do in Nassau?
So what we've discovered through this is as you plan, and I'm not trying to interrupt you here, but if you see where Julie's going with this here now, those of us that like to post videos, we post them with words in them, hoping that you all will find value from them. So we're trying to target the words that you'll use to search. And I feel like every person who makes a YouTube video is trying to do the exact same thing. You know, nobody posts stuff on YouTube going, "Oh, I hope nobody sees this."
Like, you want, yeah. And you hope that what you post is helpful. So you hope that you put in keywords that other people are going to be searching for. But the things that we search for are things like the things that you want to do, the things that are the ship that you're going to be on, the port you're going to be at. So the very first place, let's take it back to the 3,500, I don't know, whatever, view. The first thing I do is go to YouTube and I search ports, I search ship, I search cabin tours, I search my very specific cabin and see if I can find it. And if I can't find it on YouTube, I then go to a regular search engine, whether it's Google, Safari, whatever it is, and I type in those things too to see if something else can come up. I want to see exactly where my cabin is, what my ship is, and where I'm going. Then I think about, what do I want to do? What do you want to do? Is it a port I've already been to? For example, Nassau. We've snorkeled in Nassau. We've already chartered a boat in Nassau. We've walked the port in Nassau. And we've gone to different places, different beaches in Nassau. So
we're going to be back in Nassau anytime soon?
I think so. Oh, you're just gonna let the ticker say it? Mm-hmm. Okay.
We may or may not have something fun planned for that.
So listen, if you're gonna be in Nassau, do you know what you want to do because you have something that you love that you already want to do, or do you want to experience something new? And I think YouTube is a fantastic way because I am a very visual person. Mm-hmm. I like to see what other people have done, and even if it's not the way that I would do it, I like to see with my own eyes where they are and what they're doing. I think that's a great
we got a couple good comments here. First let's scroll back here. Alice says, room tours, ship tours, and vlogs. If I don't like the first 5 minutes, I'm gone. If I like it and it's more than 20 minutes, I'll usually watch it in increments. You know what? We call that the hook. And, we try to... And
you can tell in the first couple of minutes, right? You can tell. And and even if it's somebody you like watching, sometimes not every video you watch is going to hook you. It's not going to be like your video.
Well, even if it's somebody you like, well, Shana's comment here says, I will search by my favorite vloggers and the port name too, especially if we share similar interests. And I tell you what, we talk about that all the time, right? How we cruise, right? How we cruise may not be how you cruise. So
sometimes,
if you're watching our videos and you're going, oh, I would never do that. It might just not be your cup of tea.
I'm going to lean. Okay. I'm going to lean in. Sorry. I just told you this like 2 days ago. There's a particular vlog series that I found where I was watching and I was hooked, but not because it's what I wanted to do, but it was because it's what I didn't want to do. And I really did. I was interested in what they were doing. I was interested in watching what was going on, but I knew it was what I didn't want to do. And so I watched it. So I knew what I didn't want to do. So don't think, yeah. I mean, there's all kinds of reasons. But so other than YouTube, other than watching vlogs, what's another way that you can research what you want to do on your cruise?
Well, I tell you, one of the things that I love to do is every sailing that we go on, we join the Facebook group for. There's a Facebook group for almost every sailing.
Mm-hmm.
If there's not one, we start one and a bunch of people start jumping into it. But the one thing I like to look for is I like to look for the Facebook groups for the sailings a few weeks before ours. A lot of times in there, people will post the daily planners. They'll post the cruise compasses. They'll post I lost it. They'll post.
I didn't know where you were going. You said cruise compasses.
Yeah, right. Fun times. That's
yeah. I didn't know you were going to.
Right.
Okay.
So they'll post that, and so you'll be able to see kind of what's happening during the day. Is there going to be some theme nights? Is there going to be some events? You know, I mean.
It's a good place to ask too. If you don't see it or you don't see the cruise planners and things posted ahead of time, it's a good place to ask, and people will tell you, like, is there going to be theme nights? Is there going to be a white night? Is there going to be a glow night? Is there going to be a 70s night, 80s night, 90s night? Those kind of things.
I know a lot of people
if you want to
haven't
participate.
Experienced a lot of this, but for every ship that I sail on, they always have like a sexiest man competition. So if you sail with us, you can watch that or participate in that.
You've never participated in the sexiest man competition.
I don't want to make other people feel bad. Like, it's the kind of, want to let other people win and stuff.
I love you.
Chris says, I hit YouTube, a channel that does in-depth ship tours and excursions.
What's
hello,
up, Chris?
Nice.
Hi, Denise.
Chris says, or belly flop. Yes, sir. That's right.
Yeah.
They're the same competition, aren't they? The belly flop and they're not?
No.
Oh. I think I've been participating in the wrong competition.
Listen, I've been pushing you to join in any of them, and you're always like,
But I'm so much better.
He's like right on the edge.
Filming them though.
So I film. Here's what I need, and look, now the lean-in's coming in. Here you go. This is what I need from our friends. If you're coming on a group cruise with us, if you're going to be sailing with us, or if you just happen to run into us on a ship, I need peer pressure. We need to get Brian out there, and we need to get them to actually participate in, I don't care if it's sexiest man, hairiest legs, belly flop.
They don't do hairiest legs anymore.
They do sexiest man, but not hairiest legs.
No, that's like that ended in like the 80s.
No, it wasn't the 80s. It doesn't matter. Guys, I need your peer pressure, okay? There's also other ones. There's like, where's the bucket one that they did with Chuck and Liv was out there and whatever. Fun. That was fun too. Listen, guys.
Shannon says
November. We are getting him out there.
Well, listen.
And anyone else on that sailing with us, I think we should make it. I think we should get everyone on that sailing with us to participate in one of those competitions.
Listen.
It would be so fun.
Shane is right. Chris was robbed.
Yes, Chris was robbed
of the belly flop contest on Anthem.
This is true.
It was Anthem, right?
Yes, Anthem.
He totally won that. I am 1,000% certain that Danny was on the take or something there. Something but then he actually,
it was so much fun.
No, who won that? Didn't is he here tonight? If you were yeah. He participated in that too, huh? Let's see. Kevin is offering up his Speedo, but Kev, we know you're going to need that in November because we know that you're going to be participating in those contests. So, far be it from me.
Kev, I think you and Brian should have matching Speedos.
Where do you get these ideas
from? I love it. Kev, have your Julie reach out to me. Julie, if you're listening, me and you, we'll touch base. We'll
Julie's
get
already
a
tried
matching Speedos for the belly flop contest or the
God.
sexiest man.
Oh
Doesn't
no,
matter.
I am too shy. Hold on. Do we need to pull up a video here, Cav? Do we need to pull that up?
Good times.
Let's see.
Oh, good
All right,
times.
so we've got YouTube videos.
There's your champagne already.
We've got ship tours. We've got room tours. We've got Facebook groups. There was one other place that you said you liked.
And multiple Facebook groups. Guys, don't stop at one, because there's usually at least one or two. And then what we do when we do a group cruise is we always start our own personal private Facebook group, because we want to be able to talk to you guys about like what we have in plan and you know what we want to do. So,
and that's pretty common for group cruises.
I think so.
That,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. But so there may be, but aside from that, there may be even more Facebook groups. So I know that we've been on cruises that there's been 2 or 3 Facebook groups.
Well, I'll tell you what,
for that cruise.
Other Facebook groups to look for right now. So we've got Freedom of the Seas coming up. We've got Utopia of the Seas coming up. We've got the Carnival Sunrise coming up. We've got a couple other ones coming up. And I have joined the Facebook groups for those.
I didn't know we were being secretive. We have Star.
We have Star.
What else do we have?
There might be a chance that we're going to the West Coast.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Not again. Yep.
But
not a chance. Like that's even
that's but we've joined. So each one of these ships has like a Facebook group for people that are absolutely in love with that ship. And like I always like when we went on Liberty of the Seas. Now Liberty of the Seas was ported out of Galveston for the longest time, and there were some really loyal people to that Liberty of the Seas ship. And I remember joining that group, and I posted like 1 or 2 things, and you know, some questions, some comments, and I got like not banned, but like I got put on. I'm like,
you got like a slap on the wrist. You're like, no, listen, this is my ship. We're like, ooh.
Shannon wants to know: is there a group Facebook page for Friends and Family Sunrise? I believe there is one. And
yeah, but with the group, with both,
I made one.
Okay.
I didn't make it just for our group yet. There was none for the big sailing yet, so I made one for that.
Well, let's touch base this week, and we'll let you know.
Kev says he has to order a new Speedo. I gifted mine to someone. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Let's see, Jack. Yes, we went from chisel twins to triplets. That means, Mike, have we talked you into November yet? Do we need more peer pressure here? Do we need to tell everyone? Does everyone need to tell Mike to book November? I think that's what needs to happen next. Tux vests and Speedos for the pool crawl. Yes, Chris. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
So when you guys get back from Symphony, just head on down to Florida and join us for the Freedom of the Seas. It'll be a little bit smaller, but
I'm telling you,
it'll be fine.
Dude,
everything's fine. It's all fine.
Think about it. Oh, I have ideas running through my head, and I'm gonna hold them. Right, and talk to Brian, and we'll put them in our little private group. So
we told people we're going to talk about their research. What more research do you have?
So we got YouTube. We got Facebook groups. The other thing that I always do whenever I book a cruise, after I book it, I go into the app or I log into the website and I look at what excursions they are offering. The ship is offering. The company is offering. What they're endorsing. And I piggyback off of that to see, is there something that I want to do that maybe I haven't thought of? And that's 2 ways. One, there's in port or on ship, like excursion-y or experiences, because if it's off the ship, I might be able to book it somewhere else. If it's on the ship, obviously you have no other choice but to book it on the ship. But I always want to look, once I'm booked, I think the first thing I do is go into that app or go into the website and see what's available. And I keep continually checking it because things change, or things update, or there's things added. Sometimes there's things taken away. For example, we've never considered getting a cabana before. Not a cabana. What do you call the
Casita.
Casita. Thank you. A casita. We didn't ever like plan because we like to get out there and whatever. And I came across a deal one day just because I was surfing through the site and came across a great deal for a significantly lower price. And then we decided to get the casita. And now we're like, oh, that's really cool. That's something we would do again. So I always go through the site to see what they have to offer. If it's something that maybe I can get outside of the company, within the company. And then I always watch for continued updates or postings.
Kept suggesting we come out to Macho Man dressed as the Village People, and I'm a little confused by Mike's comment here. He says he has dibs on the biker. I don't know if he means being the biker or if he's got. We got you. Like we got you.
He wants to be the biker.
Chris says he has chaps and a vest, and I don't know why.
Where are you going?
This is a family channel, guys. No, but we were talking about the apps, and I'll tell you right now, I have just on my phone, I have a whole section for travel here, and I've got the Royal app, I've got the Carnival Hub app, I've got the Norwegian app, I've got the Princess Medallion, I got them all in here. So I keep them all organized in one spot on my phone, so I know where they all are, and they all have access to. Yeah, Chris says off the rails. Yeah. Off the rails. We are so far off the rails. We are somewhere down some side street in an alley.
That's another thing that I do too, though. I check the different apps, I'm going to make sure that I'm logged into any of the other apps that might be able to provide information or that I might be able to join and be a part of. So
Kev is called dibs on the construction worker.
Hey, does anybody have any idea what Brian would be?
The Indian, obviously.
That's not where I was going. Why?
Let's see. Shana keeps all her travel apps in one folder. Yes, we are organized. But yeah, so check those apps. So, all right. So tonight was about the things you must know, the research you must do. So right now we've got listed, search YouTube, search for your favorite creators. There's tons of us out there, though. I mean, there's what is it? What at last check there was well over 200 channels that are not like exclusive to cruising, but like pretty focused.
Though. I think most of them are pretty focused on cruising. So there's definitely enough content out there, and some of us got it out there sooner than others. But I did just get our pool crawl out from Icon, which. It took me way too long to do, and I'm way behind on getting out Anthem videos. I'm way behind on getting out celebration videos. I have all that content, guys. It is coming out. I promise you. I promise. But the pool crawl was really, really fun. It was such a fun video to create because we did it. Normally, we do a vlog style, like our day style. But this one was the style of it, and it was all within one day. But it was, we're going to go experience each one of these pools, and we did it with the kids. So it was fun.
Should we give them a sample?
Sure. I mean, if you want to. Where are you thinking? What are you thinking? This is not planned, guys.
There we go. We have a little sample. Your screen. We're going to copyright ourselves. Ready?
Names for some of these places, and let's
see if you can come up with some good ones too. Why don't you drop them in the comments below? Let's see what you guys can come up with for the different places around the ship that we find. Let's see. Which one's next? Swim and tonic?
I think so.
Swim and tonic. This feels nice. All right. A much different vibe, that's for sure.
Definitely a different vibe. There's people actually talking, a little bit younger. Not quite kid younger, but younger. And this one's got a bar on the pool.
It's got a bar. So let's check out the menu. We got, what are you going to get today?
I think we'll stick with beer.
IPAs. IPAs all the way.
So, I mean, if you want to see more of that, you got to head on over to the channel. I mean,
that was an interesting clip, but it's funny because that was the second pool we visited that day. The first one was Clouds of Tea. We talked about this a little bit before. You guys heard us talk about it. And I promised Brian I wouldn't say what we called it. We may have even mentioned it on a live before, but we didn't mention it in a vlog.
mm-hmm.
But that pool, guys, it was dead. it was just so quiet. It was just so. It was just really nice sometimes.
Shane said Swim and Tonic looked small when we watched the video earlier. Is it bigger in person? No, it's not.
It surprised us.
If we did a group cruise and we all went on Icon and
our group
would take over that pool.
I expected, and I said this in the vlog, I think. I don't know if it came through though, the way I edited. I expected Swim and Tonic to be connected to the largest pool at sea, right?
That would have been awesome.
Right.
Like,
so
that's
it's
a design
almost like
error.
It's almost like if the main pool should have flowed around the corner to tie into, and I'm sure there's many reasons why they didn't do that and many logistics why they couldn't do that. But like, that's kind of what I expected. I was picturing this swim up bar to tie into this main pool, and like one end to be the swim up bar and the other end to be like Coco K.
And had we had the ability to do research before we went on the ship, we would have known that. And now you can do that.
I see what you did.
I see what you did. We have a couple comments here, so I have some bad news for you.
Oh.
Chris and Kevin are suggesting the stash comes back. We'll start growing it now. We'll see if it happens. Cruising with Calandra has joined us.
I will have to post a picture of Brian with his latest stash the last time he had it.
So, first time here, I think. Cruising with Calandra has joined us from Freedom of the Seas.
No, Cruising with Calandra.
No, he comments on our stuff all the time. I don't know if he's ever been in our live.
He's totally been in our lives.
Have you been in our live? Let us know. Because since you're on Freedom, we want you to join us for the Freedom of the Seas group cruise, November 3rd, 2024 out of Fort Lauderdale. Going to Grand Cayman, Falmouth, and hopefully Labadee, but probably not. So let us know if you want to join us on that group cruise, because we're going to have a good time there.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
You missed a lot of the comments earlier, but it sounds like there's going to be Speedos, mustaches, and tuxedos. So I don't really know what's happening. That sounds more like a Virgin Voyages cruise, doesn't it?
I
don't know.
I'm just wondering what I'm going to do. That's all.
I don't know. Anywho, welcome in. Thanks for joining us. Anyway, Will G has joined us. Hey, Will. Thank you for joining us here. Oh, but sorry. So we've got over our
creaking the chair and everything. I'm gonna get yelled at again. If you're just joining us, before we started laughing because Brian's like, don't lean on me again. Because I do this a lot. Like, it's just comfortable for me.
Christmas Calandra says they were in Coco Cay yesterday, posted a short, and they're in Nassau today on their way back to Miami. Awesome.
Did you guys do anything fun in Nassau?
We were just talking about Nassau too.
Yeah, we were.
It's like you were here the whole time. You just didn't know it. You were. Let's see. Kevin
we were channeling you.
Kevin says this went from family friendly to hide the kids. Well, the kids are probably asleep by now. I hope.
Our kids are asleep.
But part of the research that we did for the Freedom of the Seas cruise was booking an appropriate cabin where we can put the kids to bed, which probably won't happen if you've cruised with us before, and we can go out and have some fun in the evening. So we have a nice
you do
spot.
A little bit of both.
Yes. So, but if you've cruised with us before, you know that our kids are the one closing down the schooner bar. So.
With us.
Oh no! Yeah, of course. No, we go to bed. The kids are sitting up at the schooner bar. One more of it.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, so so a lot of fun stuff coming up. Busy week ahead. But if you haven't yet reached out to us for the Freedom of the Seas group cruise in November, we only have those group rates held for about another month. So if you want to join us for that, now is the right time to get a deposit down on a cabin. Because those rooms are not gonna. If you look at the Royal Caribbean website for that right now, and then you look at our rate, I think we're about 40% lower. Than the current going
we
rate.
do have a great rate, but even coupled with a great rate is, amazing company.
And apparently mustaches and
half the people
and chaps. Somebody said chaps too. I don't know.
Yeah,
what's going
a bunch
on.
of people on this chat, us, and it's gonna be a great time. So cannot wait for that. It's gonna be a good time.
And if you're more of a planner and you want to plan ahead until 2025, make sure you join us on the Carnival Sunrise, where we'll be partnering up with the Sharon at Sea team to head down for a couple days out of Miami to Nassau, Grand Turk, and Grand Cayman, which I did. Let's see. See, I told you. He said, "Glad to come to the live with you guys for the first time. You guys are awesome. Give the support. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated." So I told you are welcome every Sunday night. We do this every Sunday night. We're not really sure why, but please join us.
I feel so comfortable with their name and messaging or comments or whatever posts.
No, we love what you post.
Happy.
We love seeing what you do. Great stuff. Getting all those ships coming out of New York.
If you are on November with us, we do have a block of rooms for a hotel in Fort Lauderdale the night before. So if you're coming in early, if you're flying in, if you're driving in, we also have a parking right there too. So if you are on the November group cruise, Freedom Cruise, we do have a hotel. It's in our Facebook page. If you are not part of that group, join it. If you're not on Facebook,
and
email
if you're
us.
not,
we'll definitely email you the
why
link.
not? What's your excuse? Come on, let's go.
We have a great rate. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna do a meetup and our meet and greet or whatever that night before we get on the ship. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
So all right. So research. All right. Let's.
Okay.
You got your YouTube.
Pull back.
All right. You got your YouTube. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Find your favorite creators. Hopefully, we're included in that list. Search for your favorite ports. Make sure you're using good search terms there to find what it is you're looking for. If you're looking for an excursion, put the name of your ship in there. Put the name of your port in there.
We talked about joining Facebook groups and multiple Facebook groups, but we didn't talk about joining past Facebook groups because you've mentioned that on previous lives that we've talked about. But maybe try to join a Facebook group from somebody who's on a sailing before you, because you might be able to get some information about your upcoming sailing by listening to the people and watching and kind of following what they're posting about and what they're sharing on their Facebook thread.
Yeah, you can gain a lot of information from those right there. Let's see.
You're looking at ports. What are you doing?
Oh, Kev says they're staying at the Marina Hilton and booked it on points, but they can Uber over. Kev, you don't even have to Uber over. You can literally walk across the street. That's where we're gonna be. We're gonna be
super awesome.
We're gonna be right at the Embassy Suites right there, which is also owned by Hilton. So you can
I see. Yeah, he's literally pulling up the maps to make sure that he's right before
Well, no, I just wanted to make sure where the Hilton.
I know.
Theirs looks like a much nicer hotel, but we've got drink coupons, so we'll see you there for the meet and greet. Let's see. Shana says appreciate that we can use our Hilton number for the group hotel.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was I was really excited we were able to do that. They were super great to work with, and they gave us a great deal. They were willing to help us out. So if you haven't booked that yet, grab a room at the Embassy Suites. We'll be sitting down at the bar for the happy hour, and we'll be at breakfast because it's included. So good stuff right before the cruise, and that's going to be a fun trip. We've got, like I said, booked the Sunrise with us. I just posted the link to the Facebook group there that you should join if you're going to be coming with us on that cruise, or even if you're thinking about coming with us, so that way we can bully you into doing it. What else do we have?
I think it's just about figuring out, this whole tonight was about figuring out how do you, once you're booked, once you're excited, what do you do to get excited, and what do you do to plan? And the number one thing that we do is we go to YouTube. We also go to Facebook and we follow along. But number one thing is we watch videos, and we watch video upon video upon video. And we've said before, we always say we're non-denominational cruisers, but we're the same way with the vlogs. Like, if I'm going to search a term, I'm going to watch whatever's out there. And like, we had a couple comments, like, sometimes I watch a couple minutes in and I'm like, okay, this is not a video for me, and I skip to the next one. And sometimes I skip through it, and sometimes I'll watch the entire thing. But I am going to search and see what is out there, and I'm going to search what I want to do and what I don't want to do, because I want to make sure that I get the tips that I don't want to do from those videos.
Shayna's got a great comment here. She said, "Ooh, where'd it go?" She says, "What did we ever do before YouTube?" I think it was called the Encyclopedia Britannica, or maybe the World Book. I don't know.
I had World Book.
I know we had World Book also.
I had World Book.
Let us know.
I can't believe you remember the name of that, because I wouldn't know if you hadn't said that.
No, because I specifically remember because we asked for Encyclopedia Britannica as kids, and my parents bought us World Book.
I got World Book too.
I'm like,
didn't
really?
it come? Couldn't you order it in like sets too? Like, you get the first,
so.
and then the next one would come. The next one would come. Yeah. The other thing is, what did we do before, like, cell phones? Because we lived without cell phones. I didn't have a cell phone until I was 22, 23 years old. So yeah.
Triptychs. I remember those. I remember my parents had the triptychs. I very much remember those. Very, very, very clear memories. We actually, when I was like, I forget how old I was, but we drove literally from New Jersey to California in like an '89 Ford Bronco. No, it wasn't a Ford Bronco. It was a Chevy Blazer. It was a Chevy Blazer. And it had curtains, Budweiser curtains in the back. I remember that.
Budweiser curtains.
Yep, that was my dad's truck.
Your mom allowed that?
That was my dad's truck. Yeah, my dad's truck. But yeah, so fun times. All right, so good stuff. All right, so hey, search YouTube. Use some good search terms. Search for some of your favorite vloggers like us. Download those apps. Make sure you got them all in one little spot on your phone, so you can watch for those things. Watch for your, put your flights in there, put your hotels in there. Look for all sorts of great fun stuff, so you can get the best planning and research for your cruise vacation. And if you really don't know what cruise vacation to go on, reach out to us, because we'll put you on the November 3rd cruise with us on Freedom of the Seas. We'll put you on the July 12th Sunrise with us, or
whatever's
works
best
for you.
Because that's what it's about. What works best for you.
But Mike's saying, good night all. 4:30 comes early. It comes early for us too, and we have a very busy week. So we have a week of games. We have a week of, I believe we got a concert. We got gymnastics. This is all for the kids, by the way. I'm not doing gymnastics or a concert drill.
I did last week.
Oh yes, you did do gymnastics last week. That's right, you did.
It was the mom gymnastics day.
All right, so everybody's got next Sunday off.
Yeah.
So you can.
Yeah, we won't be here next Sunday. Have a very happy Memorial Day. I
enjoy the NHL playoffs.
Well, have a very honorable Memorial Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next Sunday, there's a playoff hockey game next Sunday, so they're going to be busy.
Okay, but also let's remember all of our people who have served.
Yes, absolutely.
And represented us and honored it. Yeah, let's honor them. So.
Mm-hmm. But we will be back the following week on the 2nd of June, which will be towards the end of when you can book at the best rate for November. So think about it before then, because you're probably going to get one last chance at it. So until then, do your research.
Watch our videos.
Go watch our pool video. I'll drop
video if you haven't seen it yet.
I'll drop the pool video link one more time, so you can go watch that right after this if you haven't seen it yet. And until then,
we'll see you on the seas.